Hi guys, Aaron Leafgreed, the Green Psychic. Welcome to this week's free triple deck psychic reading. Okay, so this week we have basketball, soccer, and baseball. So they should be up here now. If you're new to this, all you need to do is choose one of those balls, whatever you like the most. And when we get to that reading will be for you for the week. Now, I've got a huge demographic here. I've got kids from 12 years old up to people that are like 96. A lot of people know how YouTube and TikTok and all that works. Some don't. So up here I'm putting what's called timestamps next to the different balls. So if you've chosen baseball, you can actually skip ahead in the video to the timestamp, and that's when the baseball reading will start for you. Just so you don't have to sit and watch the ones that don't relate to you. I mean, there might be some good advice in there. If you want to, go for it. But rule of thumb is you only choose one ball and one pile is for you. Okay? All right. Now that that's out of the way, let's begin. Hi guys. Okay, so if you chose basketball, this reading's for you. The overall card for you this week for you guys is the work card, and it's upside down. So I do feel like this is normally it's not always a bad thing when the work card's upside down. Sometimes it's like, oh, don't worry about work will be fine. This week I feel like you're going to have some issues at work. Now these might not be big issues, but they might feel like big issues. I'm sure you're well aware that sometimes when we're feeling tired or frustrated or just drained, small things can feel like big things. And I feel like, I'm just giving you the heads up, I feel like it's going to be a rough week at work, okay? But take it as a learning opportunity to go out of your way to go, you know what? Yeah, I feel like crap, and yeah, people are pissing me off at work, but I'm not going to let it get to me. Use it as an opportunity. Okay, so the first card out for your reading this week is the older woman card. So yes, there are going to be some people that are going to have interactions with older women. That goes without saying. When I mean interactions, I'm actually feeling like there might be an issue around that. That again, it might just be because you're feeling drained. Again, little things might feel like big things. But the overall card is talking about reflection, okay? It's looking around and making sure that you're still doing what you want to do. And if you're not doing what you want to be doing, then you need to make some changes. You need to start thinking about making some changes. And I'm not saying like, oh, I'm working, but I want to be retired and living in San Jose, wherever the hell that is. Yeah, that'd be nice, but what I'm talking more like, if you're in a job that's just a job, and it's not, your passion's not there, or maybe you've been in there so long that you just want out and want a new job, then start making the moves to get a new job. Okay, if you're got stuff around the house that you've been putting off doing, do it. You know, this is kind of like looking around and making sure that you're on the right path. Okay, part of this card is patting yourself on the back, but in this case I feel like it's like, look, you're stronger than you feel right now, that you're stronger than you think you are right now. You've gone through a lot in the past. Continue moving forward, you got this. And that's kind of what it is. Okay, now there's communication here, which is good. Communication as a whole is normally a good thing. This also stands for paperwork, legal paperwork. I feel like that there's communication coming in. Look, I just saw somebody specific that I'm not going to mention because it actually was one of my clients, that they were being served legal papers for an issue. It was a small issue, but still. So look, there can be speeding fines coming in. There might be, you know, little things like that. But I'm actually feeling like this is, for the majority of people, this is good communication. This is, okay, movement here. So this could be like you decide to look for another job. You get the communication that, hey, yeah, we actually love your resume. We're going to help you find a job. Now, if you are looking for a job, again, different age groups that watch this, you don't always have to just jump on Seek and look for specific jobs. You can actually go to a job agency, and you don't pay a thing. They are paid to get you a job by the by their company, whatever. So there, you can have an entire team that is dedicated to helping you find the job that you're after. Okay, so again, there's always help out there if you look for it, if you go looking for it. Okay, but this is positive communication. This is confirmations. I feel confirmations. Like like this could be holiday confirmations. This could be family confirmations for Christmas plans. It's confirmation. It's good. The next card is the travel card. Okay, now this isn't specifically talking about holidays, but 9 times out of 10 the travel is for holidays. Okay, but I do feel like that there is some travel coming up for you guys. It might just be, you might just be hearing about it now that it's going to be soon. The communication might be that you are going to travel soon, or there's something there. But the travel card itself is actually movement as well. It's moving on from an issue or a problem or a suburb. Okay, somebody there is actually moving houses. But yeah, this is movement forward. So this is a positive thing. This isn't running away from problems. This is accepting that those problems are there, that you've dealt with them in a healthy way, and moving forward from them. Okay. Now I've got the authority and the danger card here. This isn't for everybody. The card is actually covered. I'm only seeing half the card in this spread. And it's got the red side of the card showing mostly for me. I feel like that this is, if you are doing something illegal or something naughty, including like if you're lying, you're about to be found out. There's danger there. So if you have been doing something that's not right, time to come clean before you get found out, because it's going to be so much worse. Leaving that, moving on. Emotions. Now this is good. The emotion card is upside down. So this is like, you might not have the best week this week, but you're not going to be overly emotional. You're not going to be overly depressed and stressed and worried and anxious and overly happy and whatever. It's just going to be that this is going to be a busy week, and it's going to be like you don't have time to actually feel emotion. Okay. The last card here is the pregnancy card, and it's upside down. So this is good. It's kind of like anything that bad that happens this week, anything negative this week that happens, it's not going to be a long-lasting thing. It's going to be over and done with. So if you do have a fight with somebody, whether it be at work or a friend or a family member, don't think that this is like, okay, this is going to go on for months and months and months now. No, it's going to be kind of one of those things that happens that you can, maybe it's up to you to apologize and then it's over and done with. Maybe it's up to them and they'll come and apologize, and it's over and done with. Okay, so this is like, to me this week, it feels like this egg for the pregnancy card is a bad egg, and it's upside down. So it's like no bad eggs are going to continue happening. Okay, guys, I really hope that helped. If you do want a full reading, you can contact me at thegreenspsychic@gmail.com. You can follow me on TikTok. Obviously subscribe to YouTube if you're watching. And yeah, look, just try and have a good week, and really hope this helped. Bye guys. Hi guys. Okay, so if you chose soccer, this is a reading for you. Okay, so the overall card this week for you guys is overseas. So yes, this can be overseas travel. Obviously coming up to the holiday period, there's a lot of travel coming out in people's cards, and this is very general. But this is talking about overseas travel, or at least a very long distance travel. And if there's any concerns in your mind, whether you should do this, whether you can afford to do this, whether you can do this, get the time off work, is everything, get it out of your mind, I've got 2 thumbs up for you. Okay, this is go for it. Now with the with this card, obviously not everybody's going to travel overseas. There are a lot of people, especially in this day and age, that have anxiety driving or traveling far from their safety zone, their house area, their suburb, whatever. So it could be that you're going to be traveling further than you expect. But this is also a movement card. The travel card and the overseas card, they're both movement cards, okay? So it is like you're going to make some sort of big progress this week, a big leap forward. So hypothetically, you've had an injured foot and had to wear a boot for the last 6 months, you might get the clean bill of health saying that you don't need to wear that boot anymore, and you're back to walking around with 2 normal feet, as an example. Okay, so the first card out is the addiction card, and this is also good. I feel like that this is what's going to happen, but it's also a bit of advice. The addiction card obviously symbolizes addictions, but don't forget you can be addicted to people and places like work. It's not just drugs and alcohol, okay? Now this is upside down, so this is an addiction coming to an end, getting over a problem. Now for most people that don't have addictions, this has to do with getting over bad habits and anxieties and worries, like actually, no, I'm not going to let this worry or this thought ruin my day, ruin my life. I'm going to let it go. There's nothing I can do about it. I can't change it, so I'm going to move forward and put my energy into something I can change, okay? Now, I don't think that this is an epiphany you're going to have this week, where, like some people might, but overall, I feel like that this is something that you're coming back to it. It's like you've tried to put this out of your mind before, and maybe over the last couple of days or the last couple of weeks you've been struggling and you're back to worrying about it. I feel that this is a renewed end of addiction, end of getting away from that sort of thing, okay? Now, look, there's an illusion card here. So this illusion card is a situation looking one way, but actually being totally opposite. So it might look all hunky-dory, like not a cloud in the sky, and it's actually the opposite. You know, it's about to thunder, flood, storm, hail, all of that. I actually feel it's in reverse. It might look like it's about to hail, and it's just the clouds are going to pass on by and it's going to be a bright sunny day, okay? So this illusion card, I feel like it's going to happen probably earlier in the week than towards the end, because I feel like that there's kind of something, not that you're worried about, there's just something negative there, and all of a sudden it's just going to get better, and you're going to be like, wow, didn't even have to do anything, got better, great. And I feel like that's going to renew your energy, which is where the addiction, getting over the addiction comes from. It's kind of like when you start putting your mind into not being positive, but positive movement in your life. Like, you can't just sit there and be, oh, look, my arm's on fire, but that's okay, isn't the fire pretty? Not what I'm talking about. Obviously, go put your fucking arm out. But if your arm caught on fire because somebody was there with a flamethrower playing jokes on you, a positive thing is not to go, oh, the fire's pretty. A positive thing is to put the fucking fire down, like, get out of my life. You're literally trying to set me on fire. That is a positive movement. So when we start doing those positive movements that overall are best for us and for our happiness, like getting rid of addiction, then things start turning around. The universe takes note and starts giving you energy. So this is where the illusion, like it looking bad, it's actually going to feel better. There's a baby card here, and that is the birth of something new. Maybe it's a new idea, a new project, a new opportunity. Whatever it is, it's something, I'm going to say beautiful. I don't know why the word beautiful keeps coming up in this spread for you guys, but this is something good. So I'm getting more so the new opportunity here. So it could be a new job opportunity, a new opportunity to put your skills of cooking to the test. You know, there might be a party and you get to cook for everybody if you enjoy that. If you don't, like me, that's not what this is saying. This is a positive thing for you. This could actually be an opportunity to have people reconcile with each other. Whatever it is, it's very positive for you guys, okay? Now, this is really good. The next card is the Spiritual Path card. This is actually saying that with all this positive energy that comes from you making these positive decisions and positive actions, it's like you're taking the ball and taking life by the balls. The universe is helping you out, yes. But this spiritual path card is saying that this is your path. This is, once you start feeling this positive energy and this confidence and this strength, this is your path. We are supposed to feel like that every day. And if we're not, it's normally because we need to make changes, or we have lessons to learn, or we're not on the right path. Okay, look, even on the right path, you're going to have hurdles, you're going to have obstacles, but it's how you face those obstacles, the confidence that you take into it. Okay, now I'm not talking about obstacles here, but I am just saying that in general. Spiritual path, you're on the right path. This is great. You're going to get out of the current situation that's holding you back, and there's going to be like clarity. So this could actually be you've finally got the energy to think further ahead than the next couple of days. Sometimes we get stuck, well, I have to go to work, there's no doubt about that, because I've got bills to pay and I've got this. And sometimes we get that clarity where everything's kind of okay, where we can go, okay, well, big picture, do I want to stay at this job? I keep coming back to work because it is the best analogy that I can give. So that's where this question and pathway card comes in. It is time to start asking yourself, is this what you want to continue doing? Do you want to make changes? If it is what you want to continue doing, that's fine. Stay where you are. But at least, like, it is good to occasionally ask those big questions to make sure that you're still on the right path for yourself. Like my last job, I was there for 10 years. When I started, I planned to be there for 12 months. So I never stopped to ask myself, do I still want to be here? It was kind of like I was stuck in that rut. I was just stuck in dealing with what was right in front of me, that I didn't actually step out of and go, I hate this place. I like some of the people I work with, but the company was shit. The manager was... Anyway, that's the question and pathway card. So the overall card here, the last card is for balance. So this is, again, really great, because this is you being balanced. This is you having the energy to, oh, that's pissing me off, get rid of that this week, rather than, oh, here we go again. You know, this is balance, mind, body, and spirit. So this is a really good week for you guys. This is a really good spread for you guys. Look, I really hope that helped. If you would like a full reading, you can contact me at thegreenspsychic@gmail.com or via Facebook. I'm on TikTok. Don't forget to follow me there, and please subscribe if you are on YouTube. I'm going to leave it there, guys. I hope that helped. Have a great week. Hi, guys. Okay, so if you chose baseball, this is the reading for you. Okay, so your overall card this week is the Winter card. So straight away, we're talking about protection. If you are one of the younger people that watch and you are sexually active, definitely talking about that sort of protection. Now, overall, this is kind of like you need to have your walls up, okay? This isn't, oh my god, the sky's going to part and you're going to get struck by lightning. It's not a big, bad, we need to worry here, but it is, you need to have your walls up. So this could be that you're going to get tested this week, you know, people are going to be trying to use you or abuse you, whatever it might be. But either way, just be on your guard this week and don't take crap from anybody. If you're going into new meetings or meeting new people for the first time, really be on your guard, because I'm not saying that everybody you interact with, I'm not even saying that this person you need to be afraid of or wary of. It might not even be about that person. It might just be you need to be on your A game, because otherwise you might slip up and say something you don't mean, or you shouldn't, or, you know, it is talking about you need to have your walls up and be on guard, okay? It's not talking about the necessity that things from the outside sources, big bad things are going to hit you this week. That's not what it's saying. Okay, now the first card out this week is talking about separation, okay? Now, I've made these cards myself, and they continue to take on new meanings. When I said separation, I felt like saying separation and loss. Okay, that's what I'm being drawn to. That's the point of these cards, to pull out the psychic information that's in me. So yeah, look, there is separation, there is loss, an end of a partnership, a break in a partnership, a breakup. But look, I'm not going to say that it's permanent, okay? 9 times out of 10, it probably is going to be permanent, but I really don't feel like I need to say to you guys there's a permanent split up. It might just be things aren't working, need to take a break from each other type situation. But there is an end of something coming, and look, an ending to something can be good. This is not good. This could just be you forgot to pay the internet bill and the internet's off for a couple of days. There is a little bit of separation. Again, these are just little weekly general readings. This isn't big and bad, okay? This isn't for foreboding. Now I've got the succubus card here, and it's upside down. So this is actually good. This is saying that, look, if you go into this week having your shields up, you know, on guard, you're not going to be able. You're not going to let anybody drain the energy out of you, which is what the succubus card is. People draining you of money, of time, of energy, of whatever. Because you're going to be on guard, you're not going to be putting up with that shit this week. So it is upside down. It's like you don't need to worry about that. You don't need to worry about, oh, I'm not going to have the energy to get through this week. No, because you're on guard, you're not going to let anybody drain your energy. So you are going to have more energy, but I want to say you're going to have volatile energy. So with this energy and keeping your walls up, just keep in mind that that's not, okay, you need to blow up and explode at people. There's balance, okay? Don't keep that energy for yourself. Don't throw it out and go too far. This is like you just need to be ready in case something happens. This isn't saying go ahead and have conflict in your life, okay? The next card over is the younger man card. So this is literally, he's just floating in outer space, just going with the flow. That's exactly what I was just saying. This is what you need. You need to have your walls up in case something happens, but this week just go with the flow and see what happens. Like, I hope that you are understanding that life is about balance, and you can see that in this reading. You need to protect yourself, but that doesn't mean you have to actively go out and have a conflict or overdo a response, or, you know, you don't have to go people this week. It's just in case just be prepared for anybody to go you, and you go, huh, don't talk to me like that, fuck off. That's it. And go with the flow, okay? Otherwise, shit happens. But this is actually very positive for you. Okay, so I've got the autumn leaf card here, and it's upside down. So again, this is a card of separation, of endings. Now it's upside down, so it is saying that it's not a permanent ending. So this separation, whatever this might be, it's not permanent, okay? The autumn leaf card upside down is actually saying, look, it's not over and done with. The book is there, still a story is to be written there. The whole thing isn't over and done with. Now the next card is the sex and desire card. It is upside down, so with the sex card, with the desire card, it's like saying that this isn't going to be a desirable outcome for you. This isn't going to be, even though you're on the ball and you're ready to protect yourself, the fact that you have to is kind of like not the desire that you want. You know, you don't want to be surrounded by people where you constantly have to have your shields up, that you have to constantly watch what you say or watch what you do because you might offend them or set them off. That's not the way you want it to be. So that's what this desire card being upside down is saying. So maybe have a little look around and see what you can change in your life. Look, the last card here is the older gentleman card. Now, you can see in this card that there's a bit of a hole on the ground. This symbolizes somebody that has hit rock bottom, has worked their ass off to drag themselves out of that hole, pick themselves up, learnt along the way, and are off again like they can't hit rock bottom. I am really feeling with you guys this week that because you've got this volatile energy around, it's kind of like you've probably had that many fights in the past with people, and I feel like you know how to handle yourself at this point. So now it's kind of like, I could win this argument, I could wipe the floor with you, I've got proof, I've got this, I've got that, and I could just destroy you in an argument. But this card is symbolizing not having the need to do that, because yeah, you know, you might win that argument, but at the end of the day, who freaking cares? Like, you still have all that energy and all that hate and all that negativity going, yeah, I'm gonna rip you, I'm gonna wipe the floor with you, I'm gonna win this argument. Who needs that? Like, it's kind of like, you're over that. You've spent enough time fighting, and you kind of like, as long as you know then that's all that matters. And honest to God, that is the truth. As long as you know the truth, who cares? Move on, because, you know, if that person's dumb enough to feel that they won this argument, that they're lying to you and you're believing it, and they're playing their little games and, you know, you're believing it. If they're dumb enough to genuinely believe that, when push does come to shove at a later date, then you can rip them to shreds with all of this proof going back years. You know, you can do that. But yeah, it's kind of like, be in the state of mind that don't need to. Why? I'm just going to move on, and it's all good. Consider it cards up your sleeve for a later date in case you need to. Right now, you don't need to. That's the whole point. You don't need to. Okay, guys, I really hope that helped. If you do want a full reading, contact me at thegreenspsychic@gmail.com. You can follow me on TikTok, and please subscribe to YouTube. Like I said, hope that helped. I will be back again on Wednesday for Hump Day Helper. In the meantime, I hope you have a great week.